2 Papa John's pizzas cost a guy 10,000 Bitcoin. He paid around $40 for the trade at the time, but that amount is in Bitcoin now. Anyone who has ever considered using their cryptocurrency as currency has been haunted by this narrative. It was a long time ago that you couldn't use your Bitcoin to buy anything in the real world, but things have evolved dramatically since then. Welcome to Altcoin Bull, the most popular crypto educational channel on YouTube. Because you can genuinely pay for a funeral with nothing but crypto for yourself or for a loved one. Let's begin at the finish. Because they were ahead of the curve, Crescent Tide Funeral Services in Minnesota is now accepting cryptocurrency payments. Crypto investors' families can spend that money to bury or cremate their loved ones if they know the seed phrase and live in Minnesota, which has been the case since 2014. There were stories of a gold mine that could be purchased with Bitcoin that I wanted to check more. There's also gold, in case you're a cryptocurrency skeptic. Imagine if Bitcoin were an actual rock that you could grip. That's a lot of value. You may buy this mine for $2 million in Bitcoin, which means you can convert your digital currency into a tangible asset. If this mine happens to be located in an opportunity zone, you won't have to pay capital gains tax on the selling of your Bitcoin, which is the true secret here. I was able to uncover the initial listing on a now defunct luxury website. If someone had purchased the site, it would have included roughly $1 million worth of mining equipment and the ability to generate about $7.2 million worth of gold every year. Honestly, it feels like a little too good to be true at this point in time. However, this is coming from someone who has no prior experience in the gold mining industry. Because of this, I contacted other gold mines for sale to see if I could buy one for less than the typical price of a home. As a result, I'm leery about attempting to sell Bitcoin to any of these vendors. But I won't let that stop me. Now, luxury items have been part of the crypto narrative over a decade, and I believe this is because early Bitcoin investors envisioned themselves with 500 Bitcoin and no girlfriend. The natural next step is to buy a Lamborghini. Fortunately, there are multiple online markets where you can buy Lamborghinis, gold jewelry, mansion, and even this 11,000 Vitalik Buterin artwork. Unfortunately, that treasure is no longer accessible. However, I did come upon this 18th century samurai gear. Now, I'm not a historian, so I can't comment on the artifact's legitimacy. But I can tell you that purchasing this bad boy might put you one step closer to getting that girlfriend. Because if there's one thing I've learned about ladies, is that they adore dubious 18th century samurai gear in particular. Let's go back on track. Since I discovered that you could buy Somalian goats with cryptocurrency back in the day, the idea was that this would operate as a form of financial mechanism to assist farmers in raising livestock in exchange for a little return on animal sales at a later date. The concept, believe it or not, did not take off. Goats were never our objective, the initiative later stated. I believe this is an excuse because they also stated that the goat and sheep farm was beset with difficulties from the start. Let me tell you, I was hooked at this point. I was curious as to what had happened to this farm, so I dug a little farther and discovered that they had received a total investment of around $75,000. Things aren't going well though, since they claimed. And I quote, "Figuring out the payback has not been simple. So you're telling me that Jim over there has been working on a spreadsheet all day, and he hasn't figured it out yet? I just don't believe it will work out." So I had to dig a little more to figure out what exactly went wrong on this farm. Because remember, they mentioned they were having troubles, and it turns out that they had a situation where someone stole hundreds of animals and never paid them back. And that slowed them down a little. Ali Farm, however, did not end there. Our final office was damaged by an explosion in February. The end arrived. What? This is true, as evidenced by photographs. As a result of a sequence of terrible circumstances, they were compelled to rebrand, shifting their focus away from those pesky goats and toward assisting farmers in the construction of greenhouses, fish ponds, and camel dairy farms. I'll be honest with you, I've never heard of or considering milking a camel before, but indeed that's the case. So goats and explosives are no longer a thing. So moving on, crypto can be used to purchase Venus flytraps. For around $60, Wicked Botany will sell you an extraterrestrial Venus flytrap. You may also pay in crypto for entirely other sorts of plants. And I'm not talking about the specific herbs that may or may not be accessible on the Silk Road. In return for cryptocurrency, Pex Peppers will offer you their Solar Fuego spicy sauce. Okay, let's get serious now. Because if you want to be an international man of mystery, you can truly buy citizenship entirely using cryptocurrency. Both Antigua and Barbuda provide this service, and when researching it, I was seeking the strangest citizenship for sale, and I believe I found it. Let me present you to St. James the Little. Allow me to present you to Satoshi Island, a 32 million square foot island halfway between Australia and Fiji. According to the tale, Satoshi Island was offered for lease for 20 years for the shockingly affordable fee of $495,000 payable in Bitcoin, and someone took advantage of the opportunity. Satoshi Island Limited is giving citizenship to the island to proven NFT investors for merely $21,000. All you have to do is buy one of their NFTs and you'll have citizenship, kind of. They won't award you citizenship right away, but they will accelerate your citizenship application. You'll be able to visit the island once it opens up if you have an NFT. NFT holders will be able to vote on the policies that govern the island once they arrive. And based on their strange criteria, it seems like it's a mix of Crypto Bro, Lord of the Flies, and Firefest all rolled into one. There are only a few easy requirements to join. You must, and I quote, be actively engaged with crypto Twitter. That is, you must have a Twitter account with at least 21 followers and follow them. Second, you must tweet your application to them when you apply. Finally, you'll need an active OpenSea account as well as an Ethereum address, and that appears to be all. Now, one of the things I enjoy about Satoshi Island is that they don't hassle you with intrusive government background checks or inquiries about your citizenship status, because let's face it, no one cares about that. Now, I recognize that videos like this contribute to the industry's relative obscurity, but the fact is that spending cryptocurrency legitimizes it, even if just a little bit. It's unsurprising that the first use of your cryptocurrency is to buy Somalian goats. Taxes and volatility are the actual concerns. It's not ideal to purchase anything with an asset that may be worth 10% more or less tomorrow. Using crypto as payment is a taxable event, and it's not desirable to buy something with an asset that could be worth 10% more or less tomorrow. As a result, we'll likely see a rise in the usage of stablecoins as a means of exchange, as well as current businesses that enable you to pay with crypto wherever you are via cash conversions. Or you might, for example, use your cryptocurrency to purchase this magical money printer on Amazon, an industrial drinking fountain, or whatever you want. Once again, this is your Altcoin Bull channel, bringing you the best and most updated news and trends in the crypto world. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you and see you in the next one.